hearing will come to order. I'd like to welcome everyone to today's hearing to consider the following nominations. Mr. George Wes Street to be the Director of the National Counterintelligence and Security Center. Mr. Christopher Fox to be the Inspector General of the Intelligence Community. Mr. Peter Thompson to be Inspector General of the Central Intelligence Agency. Mr. Matthew Kozma to be the Undersecretary for Intelligence and Analysis at the Department of Homeland Security, and Dr. John Dever to be the General Counsel of the Office of Director of National Intelligence. First, I'd like to thank the nominees for their willingness to answer the call to public service, most of them once again, and for their many years of public service that have brought them here today. I'd also like to recognize their families, many of whom are here with us today, for offering their support and encouragement throughout the process. The nominees before the committee are qualified, capable, and impressive professionals who are well suited for the roles to which they have been nominated. First is Mr. Wes Street, who is presently serving as the Department of Defense Deputy Director of the National Counterintelligence Task Force. In 1992, Mr. Street joined the United States Army, which took him on overseas deployments to the Balkans and the Middle East. Mr. Street has served in numerous roles in the Army, including as Counterintelligence Special Agent in Europe, as Special Agent in charge of the Army Counterintelligence Field Office in Monterey, California, and as the Army Counterintelligence Supervisory Special Agent L&O and Task Force Officer to FBI headquarters. Next, we have Mr. Christopher Fox, who is now a Senior Advisor to the DNI and the Acting Chief of the ODNI Information Management Office. He has extensive experience as a business owner, a judge advocate specializing in national security for the Virginia Army National Guard, and as a specialized skills officer with the CIA. Additionally, Mr. Fox served in the United States Air Force as a Special Warfare Airman and deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan in Tactical Air Control Party and Joint Terminal Attack Controller positions. Next is Mr. Peter Thompson, a partner of Stone, Pigman, Walther, and Whitman in New Orleans. As the co-chair of the firm's criminal law and information security practices, Mr. Thompson is an expert in government investigations, corporate compliance, and white-collar criminal defense. Previously, Mr. Thompson spent more than 2 decades as an assistant United States attorney for the Eastern District of Louisiana and taught trial advocacy at the Tulane University School of Law for 20 years, as well as served as the deputy sheriff in his home parish. Mr. Matthew Kozma, who is currently Global Account Manager at Intel Corporation, has a long career of public service. A graduate of the United States Air Force Academy, Mr. Kozma served as the Intelligence Community Chief Information Officer during President Trump's first term. Among his responsibilities in this role, Mr. Kozma worked to modernize IT infrastructure and investments within the intelligence community and streamline intelligence sharing capabilities. Last but not least, Dr. John Dever is currently Special Advisor for the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. He has wide-ranging experience protecting our national security in both the private and public sectors. This includes Dr. Dever's work as the Anti-Money Laundering Chief at UBS, his role as the Head of Financial Crimes at Wells Fargo, his service as an Assistant U.S. Attorney at the Department of Justice, and his time as an Assistant General Counsel in the Counterterrorism Division at the FBI. As you can see, all of these men before the committee today are patriots and professionals. Again, thank you all for your decades of service, and thank you once again for continuing to want to serve your nation. With men like you working on behalf of the American people, I'm confident the nation will continue to be strong, proud, and free for generations to come.